Okay, there is a concern in front of us. The concern is when I navigate back to the code record, when I click on either preview document or generate document, it is going to generate the PDF version of the code, and this code is not going to have all the subproducts. You can see the bundled product as well as one of the subproducts, but this is not displaying Apple M2 Max chip, which should be displayed here. Meaning, when I go back to the actual code, when I click on edit lines, you'll see bundled product, you'll see subproduct 1, subproduct 2. However, in the generated PDF, you'll only find subproduct 2. You don't have subproduct 1. Now we need to figure out why is this happening and we need to fix it. Fixing it is a bit tricky, and Salesforce gave us a help article using which we can get to the bottom of it. So Salesforce gave us a checklist here. Right from the first checklist point, we need to check on every object what is the configuration that we have provided. On the first object, what is the configuration for a specific field? On the second object, what is the configuration for a specific field? So on and so forth. Now there is a typo here. This should be quote line item and not product. So the first configuration says on the quote line items, ensure that each and every quote line isn't marked as hidden. In case it is marked as hidden, then it will be excluded from appearing on the code document. As mentioned, this here is a typo. This shouldn't be product. This should be quote line items. So I need to go to each and every quote line item and I need to check in case hidden checkbox is checked. Because if hidden checkbox is checked, then it can make sure that the field doesn't render on the code document. So back to the code and then code lines. We're talking about this particular code line. Edit. So hidden is not checked here. So this is not the reason or the root cause for the subproduct not being displayed on the code PDF. Then what? On the product option level, we need to check if quote line visibility field on the product option, if it is provided as never or editor only. Because if it is either never or editor only, in that case, it will not be displayed on the generated code document. So back to the bundled product, and then this here is the product option record. This says always. I've not provided never or editor only, so we are good. This also is not the culprit, and we can move on. Likewise, if you try to go through each and every checklist item, you'll find that the culprit is on the object code template. By the way, this here is the code template using which this is being generated. You can see it here. The template name is training sample, which is this. Click on it. On this object, if you check for this particular field, which is show bundled products, as of now, it is not checked. The help article says if it is false, then the product option record will not render on the code document. So back to the record. Let me mark it as true. Give it a save. Come back here. Click on preview. Let's see what happens. There you go. Now we can see the bundled product, also subproduct 1 and subproduct 2. So the whole configuration is a bit tricky, because of which Salesforce gave us this help article. In case you're stuck with subproducts not being displayed on the code PDF, then I'll share this link in the comment section. Keep this handy. Right from the first object, go through each and every object and the configuration that you have to provide for the respective field. one of these configurations is going to be the culprit. You fix it. You should be able to see the subproduct on the generated code PDF. That's all for this episode. See you in the next one.